something that may be coming and is confirmed to be coming in the next Piggy build mode update according to Epic Tank. So I actually have all the interview questions right here. Let's go ahead and talk about the first major thing, something everybody has been asking for practically ages, the build mode shop. So in the interview, Epic Tank officially answers this and he says the build mode shop will be coming in the next update along with new requested features. I wonder what those could be. Now, something that's been broken inside of build mode for ages now is the car. But after all this time, can we see cars finally get fixed? And I think we may have an answer to that. Epic Tank goes and says we may see more vehicles if we want them. And Epic Tank also said that he wants to take a crack at fixing those cars. Me personally, I wouldn't even try to do that. I would just get a brand new vehicle to completely replace it, because I don't even know where I'd begin with that kind of thing. Seriously, these cars are so wonky, it's unbelievable. The interview goes and next asks Epic Tank, how updated with the build mode community are you? And Epic Tank goes ahead and he answers and says that he's pretty updated with the build mode community. I mean, you got a lot of people throwing him ideas practically constantly anyway, so I guess at some point, whether he does or doesn't want to, I would imagine that he basically is, because he definitely has all that information on hand. Now, this next interview question is in regards to how Epic Tank wants to go about with advanced scaling. So for those who don't know, advanced scaling would allow you to, instead of scaling stuff block by block, you'd be able to scale it to any exact size that you would want to. For anything that's scalable, of course, like, you know, regular blocks or other stuff like that. People have been asking for a long while when advanced scaling is going to come to the game, if it is going to come to the game, and Epic Tank answers with that he has worked with Optic to add the most efficient advanced scaling and advanced movement. I don't know if it's already added. I don't know what is going on with it right at the moment. Maybe he's just talked with him about some ideas. But Epic Tank also mentions that advanced scaling might come before movement. So advanced movement, of course, would be the move tool, but you can move it in any precise spot instead of moving stuff block by block. Epic Tank mentions that it does come with some trade-offs, however, and might not be out for the next major update. So as with advanced scaling and advanced movement, in summary, we don't know if it's going to be coming in the next update or not. But Epic Tank has definitely discussed the ideas with Optic on how the best way to go about it is. So the idea is there, we just don't know if it's going to be bundled in with the next update or not. The next interview question asks about the Metallica events, where Minitoon said that he would consider adding in the Metallica events for anybody who ended up getting the Metallica badge. However, Minitoon on Twitter stated that he was running into some troubles implementing them into build mode, and that's why they didn't end up getting added. But now that Epic Tank has the reins on build mode, are we going to see the Metallica events come into the next build mode update? And the answer to that is, this was actually stated by Minitoon. Minitoon doesn't know if the Metallica events will be added to build mode. In regards to some other friendly NPCs, like Officer Doggy, Z and Zuzi, and Friendly Robbie, people have asked if those are going to be coming in the next build mode update, and that was answered to be saying that they may be included. Now, you guys know that the block I want most in build mode right now is the camera block, and people have asked in the interview if that's going to be coming into the next build mode update. And Epic Tank basically said that he has not considered it, but he will keep it in mind. I recently actually just came up with a concept for how the camera block would work, and it basically has everything you need. It's really, really cool. Now, I know this all looks complicated and all that, but trust me, if it was in physical block form and I could show you guys, it would be a lot simpler than this wall of text looks. And trust me again, it would be major for the game if you had a camera block like this inside of build mode. Now, people have actually asked if it would be possible if breakable glass and lights could be possible. And it was actually answered in the interview that that may become a possibility when the second decay update ends up happening. People have also asked if there are going to be more build mode save slots coming into the next build mode update. But there haven't been any comments on the fact if there are going to be more of those in the next update or not. It's probably just an issue with data and how much data each player is allowed to have. Now, let's talk about something that I know you guys have heard me talk about for a long time now, gears. So in the interview asks if gears are going to be coming into the next build mode update, and it officially answers with, Up Your Gears might be added to build mode with new functionalities. I wonder what that means. As someone who's been testing the gears in build mode for about 5 months now, I went and gave Epic Tank an organized list of some of the few best gears that would work best for for build mode, at least for this first update, if they do end up coming. And yeah, I think gears would be a great utility in build mode, seriously. They come in the form of new vehicles, new weapons, new power-ups, roleplay items, so many different things. But in order to see the real value for it, well, if they get added into the game, you'll have to see them for yourself. The interview asks if a copy and paste feature might become a thing. Basically, you would just copy certain blocks or maybe certain structures, and then you can go and paste them and duplicate them for easier building. And the interview answers that a copy and paste feature might become a thing, but not anytime soon. It would be hard to implement. And actually, the idea is to group blocks and place it as if it was one block. So in other words, I think there would need to be a grouping system first before you can even implement a copy and paste feature. But I don't see a grouping feature coming in this next build mode update. The interview also asks stuff in regards to new decorations and vegetation, and Epic Tank basically answers and says that he's open to more of those things, and he'd love to add more from things like the Pigmas chapter. I think new decorations are always an amazing thing too, because you can also offset with them and create your own new custom decorations too. Additionally, Epic Tank also mentions that he wants to do another live stream pretty soon of him showing off himself adding some new decorations and events into Piggy. If you don't remember, he did this previously where he added in some stuff like the ATM event, the giant tree, and etc. He even added in the TOI that went directly into the game. So Epic Tank is basically saying that he considered doing that again, and I think that would be really fun to watch. Next in the interview, it asks about an undo and redo button coming into Piggy build mode. And the interview answers with, an undo and redo button would be hard. He's tried to do it once before and it hasn't worked with multiple people. He said that maybe basic undoing for deleting blocks, but nothing is set in stone. Now, another majorly requested feature is the move block. The interview basically asks if that's going to be coming in the next build mode update. Tank said he's unsure about a move block due to potential side effects, but it's not impossible to add. In regards to whether or not we're going to be getting brand new materials, the interview answers with, there might be a setting to add 2022 materials into build mode. So for those who don't know what 2022 materials are, these are actually newer updated versions of the materials that we're familiar with in build mode. They look super HD and clean, it's really nice. Finally, we need to talk about the one that Epic Tank probably valued the most out of all these questions. Is a tank coming into build mode? So you guys are probably familiar with the tank event from chapter 11, of course. And the answer to that is, a tank in build mode is possible, but its quirks are complicated. You know, where to move, what to shoot, when to stop. First, we would need working cars. Which feature are you most anticipated for, and which feature do you want the most in the next build mode update? I posted a ton of videos on build mode tech and information on the latest updates, so if you want more videos like this in your feed, make sure you subscribe.